All right, I love Dave Ramsey. His books really inspire me. And they're one of the reasons that I wanted to start creating this channel and start putting some of this information out there, because I don't always understand it when I read it in the book. But when I share it with other people and I teach it, it becomes easier for me. Today, we're looking at Dave Ramsey's 7 baby steps. Baby step number 1, start an emergency fund. We don't know when an emergency is going to come along in our life. Most of us will get caught off guard if we don't have something to protect us when we get into hard times. Now, this might be a medical expense, this might be a problem with your car, and it might be that you have some expenses with your house. Now, you need to start out with saving at least $1,000 to start your emergency fund. Once you get there, you can move to step 2. Now, Dave Ramsey's second step is really good, and it's a really important one. Number 2, focus on your debts. Now, why do you want to focus on your debts? Well, interest is tough. If you have those credit cards just eating away at your budget over time, you're not going to be able to make any gains towards saving anything or getting ahead financially. So you have to tackle that debt. Now, there's a couple ways to do it. If you want to watch another video, I've got a great video on the snowball method and the avalanche method. Both of those are phenomenal ways to start tackling your debt. However you want to do it, find a method to start paying down your debt. Once you get your debt paid down, you can move on to step 3. Step 3, complete your emergency fund. Now, again, all of us deal with troubles and setbacks, and we do not know when they are going to come. I recently have a friend who rents out apartments, and she was getting ready to rent her apartment again, and she went in and the place was destroyed. So she had to drop $5,000 in repair costs. You don't know when you're going to get hit with challenges, whether it be a health challenge or some other type of expense that you could not predict. Now, we want to set aside 3 to 6 months of an emergency fund. This can help us in case we lose our job or we deal with any other number of setbacks. Now, once you save up that 3 to 6 month emergency fund, you can move on to the next step. Step 4, save for retirement. Now, the reality is none of us want to think we're going to get old, but all of us do. It sneaks up on you fast. You blink and suddenly you're 65 and you're looking around going, hey, I didn't set anything aside. So hopefully you have some type of safety net. But if you didn't, you're going to be hurting. You need to start saving for retirement early. Now, how much should you set aside? Dave Ramsey recommends at least 15% of your income that you are pulling in should be invested into your retirement fund. Now, there are a ton of different types of retirement funds that you can go into. We won't go into that in this video, but that is definitely something to look at in the future video. For now, though, you need to just start by setting aside 15% of your income. And then once you do that, you can start moving to the next step. Step 5, save for college. Now, we want to be giving all of our kids the best start we can in life. That means preparing to pay for their education and not getting them shackled with student loan debt. I have a dizzying amount of student loan debt that I'm working on paying down. And hopefully I can educate other people so that they won't have to go through the horrible experience that I have. And I don't want my daughter to go through that. So I'm starting to try to save money early for her education. And we can do it by creating this plan. Now, once you start setting aside that money for college, you're ready to start moving up and on to the next step. Step 6. Pay off your house. Now, hopefully, you've got something invested and you're making payments toward a house. And if you're not, it might be a good idea to start looking at investing into a house. Now, step 6 is going to be about paying off your house. Again, you don't want to carry that mortgage. You want to be free and clear and be able to invest your money. And you can't do that if you're paying down a mortgage. So pay down your mortgage and get that mortgage paid off. However you do it, within reason. We're not going Breaking Bad here. And once you start paying down your mortgage, you're ready to move to step 7. Step 7, building wealth. Now, this is the pinnacle of what is essentially Dave Ramsey's Maslow hierarchy of needs. You gotta work towards this point. But this is the end goal. The end goal of all of this is building wealth. Now, you gotta lay the foundation so that you can be prepared to build wealth. These steps take time, but if you start dedicating yourself to it now, you can make real progress toward these goals. I am also starting at step 1. I'm not there yet. I am doing this and creating this channel to educate people like myself who didn't receive this education, who don't know about this stuff. I'm at step 1. I'm building my emergency fund, and I'm okay with that. And I'm proud to tell you guys that I'm on this journey as well. Tell me about your journey. I would love to hear about it. If you've gone through these steps, if you've completed this and started to build wealth, contact me and let me know. I'd love to talk to you and find out your story. Hope you guys have a great day, and I'll see you next time.